So we're back yet again with another typography t-shirts video. These videos are just performing too well for me to not do another one. So we're back, we've got another 8 designs. You guys know the deal. Now, essentially, I just go through Pinterest. This is my personal Pinterest, and I go through and I find like 8 t-shirt designs, and then we just kind of replicate them, try to pick them apart, get fonts that match these vibes, basically these shirts. We're gonna go through and find the fonts that match the fonts on these shirts. Maybe they're not one-to-one, maybe they're not the exact same font, but they're definitely trying to match the style, contribute to whatever vibe, and fill the same amount of space. So yeah, you guys already know the deal here. Like I said and have mentioned before, I don't like copying one-to-one, but for the purposes of teaching and picking apart a design so that you can learn from it to implement bits and pieces of it into your own work, amazing, let's do that. So we've got this first design here. I'm gonna do something a little different where I'm gonna go ahead and change the canvas to the color of the shirt, and then the fonts as well will match the color of the shirt, or in this case, a crew neck design. Looks like we've got a little couch club design here, so let's just break this apart. We've got just a sans serif font. It looks like these fonts, as well as this one right here and this one right here, are all the same font. At least it looks like it. I could be wrong. I do not think that I am. The R would be a dead giveaway if this had an R in it and was the same font. We got a little vintage script, a little baseball looking script, but these seem to be the same fonts, just in different sizes and weights. So that should be super easy. We're gonna come down here, hit T, just like usual. Pull this down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and change this to the color of this nice shirt. Make it a little brighter like that. Size that up. It's definitely not Roboto, or it's close to Roboto because it's just a classic sans serif font. But yeah, Roboto is a little taller, a little sportier, I would say. So we're going to use, let's see, sans serif, not a lot of Archivo could be close. We would need a heavier font weight. Definitely not that. Extra bold? I think that's pretty close. And then we need to close that letter spacing. Get those letters nice and closer together. Yeah, I'm with that. This one looks slightly, maybe ever so slightly taller. Maybe it's just because of the way that the shirt's being worn. Could look like that. And then it looks like we got a little title right here. We're just gonna go me and not being able to put all caps on just goes hand in hand, and we're gonna size that down. And for the purposes of like trying to match fonts and get the designs to look proper, I am going to put the same text in these designs. Please don't do that. Please don't do the same text as these designs, exact same layout, and then go sell it on Etsy. Please don't do that. Designers work really, really hard to make stuff that looks good so that people will buy it, and they could probably stand from not having the locusts come in and steal all the designs and saturate the market with the same layout. So take bits and pieces, take colors, take fonts, and then rearrange stuff. Definitely don't copy words one for one. Let's look for a club font right there. So we're gonna copy and paste that down. Find a nice script font. Something like Adventure definitely does look similar. That's a little too barbershoppy. Maybe something like Adventure 07 looks cool. It's a little too hand-drawn. I love Pinion scripts so much. Let's see, definitely not that, not that. Ooh, that's actually pretty close. It's a little thick. A lot of these could actually work. I've probably mentioned before, this is gonna be the majority of what you do for the rest of your life now that you design.
Congratulations.
I am actually gonna use this font, Birthstone. It's not my favorite script font, but I just think that this script font is like a little too thick to be here, like it kind of competes. So I'm gonna use one that's like a little thinner. And it looks like we've got a slight transformation here. And then we can grab these 3 guys, boop, boop, 3, and just line them up, group, and then center that up on our artboard. So that's gonna be our main text element, and then we'll design around it. So up here we have Do Not Disturb. It looks like just this same font in all caps, sized down. Anybody else have to look down at the keyboard when typing? And it looks slightly spaced out. Slightly, not by a lot. and then maybe a lighter weight. So we'll go from bold to semi-bold and then size that down. Boop, right there. Copy that down, and it's just some blurb about, you know, I don't know, the couch club is reserved for those who spend the majority of their time on the couch with comfy, probably spelled that wrong, clothes such as this. And then we'll space that out. No, I did spell it right. Okay, good on me. 2 lines of text, size that down. Boop, in the middle. And it looks like there's some iconography. There's a little couch there and some boop, boop, left and right. So we can move this up, maybe grab this, that. Let's just grab all of it and bring it up. Elements, couch. Let's see, nice little couch. Vector, I like this one. We'll need to thicken that border up though. Can we make it small? See how thin those lines are? Make that the same color, add a border, same color again, and just thicken that border weight up. So yeah, that would print a lot better than that thin line stuff. Cool. And then we're going to left justify this text. And it looks like this is like in line with that and that. So this maybe needs to be a little bigger, and then this needs to be sized up to be about the width of that. This is left justified, 100%, oh, $100, 100% cozy. Let's do title case. And then we're gonna copy that over, right justify, line that up, 0% stressed. So clever, Graham, so clever. Boom, cool. Make sure that's all centered up. Grab the whole thing, group, bop, bop, boom. First design, done. It's really not that hard. You just have to go through, match fonts. Now, if I was doing something with this and I wanted to make it my own, I could ungroup this and, you know, I could put like club up here, and then I could go, you know, trying to make sure I don't have any weird spots that match. Yeah, so something like that, and then I would put like do not disturb down here, and then I would get rid of this and that, maybe strip it down a little bit, and then put like boom, and like that would be my shirt, you know. So you can change things around to make them your own, maybe do different colors, slightly different font variations to help, you know, not just copy one for one. Okay, we're gonna do this black shirt right here. I'm gonna choose a nice soft off black. I don't like designing on flat black. It's not my favorite in the world. Or flat white. I like to have a nice soft off-white. Am I getting a call? I am. Kansas City. Are one of you calling me right now? Is this you? No. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at these. Now that quite literally could be Roboto. So instead of Destiny Club, I am gonna change the font up on this one because I think that's actually like a well-known brand, and I'm like not trying to get screwed over or yelled at. So I'm gonna put Graham Club. Join the club, guys. What if Graham made an offshoot YouTube channel that was his own YouTube channel where he made design videos? That's a concept. Boop, center that up. Looks like we got a nice, not dainty, just a nice, very fancy script. So I might use something like Pinion script. You guys know I love Pinion script. There are very few other serifs or scripts, excuse me, that I would recommend. You can obviously upload your own. It doesn't have to be a strictly Kittl font. You can use this little upload button, upload your own fonts. Lots of fun. Herr von Muellerhoff is very good. Let's see. Luxurious script is good. It's just a little too thick for this. That one's good. It's just the capital letters are a little too dainty. Something like this is actually very nice. So I'm gonna be funny. What if Graham started a YouTube channel? Because it's like I started the clothing brand, so it's like the only logical next step is to start a YouTube channel. Drew has one, so I need to start one, right? That's a little hard to read, so I'm gonna get that to be a regular. And so what I'm looking at here is awkward gaps when stuff touches when this like the bottom letters touch. That gap I'm fine with, that gap I'm fine with. You know, if I come up here, you know, stuff like this starts to look like kind of off to me. So I don't super love that. I don't like how this just barely touches that, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. And that gap I'm good with. Like, the gaps need to be like defined. Like, that needs to meet the bottom of that A. That's fine because it's going right into the G. There's a nice gap there, nice gap there. There's a nice gap there. There's nothing weird going on here. That connects to the bottom of the B very nicely. Yeah, I'm good with that. So that's definitely something I look for when combining script and, well, really anything. If I'm doing a script that's touching another text box, definitely try to make sure that it's not like doing me a disservice, making weird gaps. Okay, the journey will be worth it. Let's just say the subscribe will be worth it. If I ever made merch for my YouTube channel and I'm telling people blatantly, hey, you subscribing to my channel, I promise it'd be worth it. Let's go something like that. Checking the gap, it needs to be a little closer. Something like that. And then another one with another script. That's one line. So we'll just put, I promise. And then I'm gonna copy this down and I'm just gonna be funny again because I'm super funny and good. Believe me. And we're gonna size that guy up. See, now I'm looking for those awkward gaps again, right? Like that I'm fine with, that I'm cool with. I'm being kind of picky about it. Yeah, that I'm cool with, I like that. And then it looks like, got some random text right there that I can't really read. I'm not a fan of that random text block on that side. And then I'll just do comment down below if Graham should start a YouTube channel. And that's like smaller, right? Yeah, so it's a bunch of text, essentially just text. So I'm gonna take all of that, Command G, group it, bop, bop. Wonderful. Isn't that so good? It's not one for one, but like, you know, it's distinguishable. So we're gonna go to the next. I love that hoodie color. I like that a lot. Am I getting another call? Oh no, it's not. There's lots of wedding planning being done right here. Share, done. My fiance needed the contact for the venue coordinator. Okay, on to this one. Worldwide. I don't think anybody can trademark worldwide. So that might be trademark for design, because like just as a design element, because I think the word worldwide is pretty far reaching. Worldwide. See, what I'm looking for here now is this R. That's a dead giveaway, right? Most sans serif R's look like this, where the offshoot on the bottom right is like straight and this one's curved. So I'm willing to bet that this is probably just in the Helvetica family or one of the Helvetica copycats. So I need to find something that gives me that R. I think yeah. I'm good with that. Okay, well that was way faster than I thought it would be. Extra bold? No, that's too bold. And then maybe just close the letter spacing just a hair, yeah. So worldwide, you can do the little TM thing if you want. Go over to glyphs, trade, no? Maybe I need to, it is weird, I wouldn't know how to search for glyphs unless you would type in the glyph, then you might as well just type it into the text box. It might not have a trademark glyph in this font. If it doesn't, then you can just find another font that has a trademark glyph, which I think the trademark is an actual like logo. It's not like an actual glyph, but here we can just do this. Lowercase, oh my Lord, there we go. Size that down, boop, you know, something like that. Please don't copy this, Lord, please don't do that. A nice little handwritten, you know, script font where it's like big capital letter and then like tiny, like illegible other things, almost like a signature. Okay, I'm gonna copy this down and then we're just gonna look like literally on every streetwear shirt ever. And we're going to size that down quite a bit, boop. And then we're gonna find it. Well, even that like looks nice, just that, but we're gonna find a nice script font. Let's see, it's pretty close, honestly. But it needs to be like mono-lined. Like you can tell like this doesn't have like thicker parts of the line and then thinner part of the lines. Like it's very mono-lined, the same all the way through. So we need to look for something like that. That's not far off. Let's see. I actually like this. Mrs. Saint something. Actually, I like that a lot. So I'm gonna put that. I might use that for my own brand. Like that is actually pretty sick. Like, that is pretty fire. That is actually pretty fun. I would wear that as a shirt. Just the website, and then like buy my stuff, please. I would wear that as a shirt. Like, that is actually a funny design. So I'm gonna pull that off to the side. Cool, we got a little text line down there. So we're just gonna downsize that font. Oh, not that much. Let's do like, say something in the middle, like 50. And there, let's see. I swear I see it literally everywhere in the city. I just need the text line to be a little longer. Cool. Let's size this up a tad, just a tad though. Pull it down, and then that text line is smaller. You know, so we're looking at size left to right. It's like big, a little smaller, and a little smaller. And then there's like some icons that I'm not gonna get into because I can't really tell what they are. But you could literally put any 3 icons. There's like tons of globes and stars and stuff. It's just big for the streetwear realm. So we're gonna center that guy up and move on to the next one. Cool. I have seen this one for like years. It may not even be that old, but I've seen it, I feel like, or at least this layout, like a lot of places. Like this, you've got like this nice 90s serif font, and then kind of like a little bit wide, not like crazy wide, but a little bit wider, you know, techie looking sans serif font. I do like this nice off-white and navy, not navy, but like a dark royal blue combination. Maybe needs to be like a little bit lighter, something like that, which I don't even know if that would print, but we're definitely going to use, I actually am pretty confident that that font is instrument serif. Actually, like I know that it's instrument serif. Yeah, no, it's not, but it is very close, like almost indistinguishable. So a vlogging and design channel. If I was going to do it, it would be a vlogging and design channel. I need this line to be smaller. So instead of using and, I'm going to use the ampersand. Now, you may be saying, Graham, that doesn't look the same. And I would say to you, I know, but we're gonna make it look the same. So we're gonna close that line height and that letter spacing, and now we're a lot closer to that 90s vibe. So we're gonna do that, size that down just a hair, pull this text down, and I think Hubert Sans is a good kind of wide font there. Let's do, just so I can see the weight of it. Option, yeah. That longer line, as opposed to this, is option and then that. Just like option 8 is the dot. I don't know if you guys ever knew that, but option 8 is a dot, and then option hyphen is the longer dash 1, which you could just do I to achieve that. So I'm gonna put YT for YouTube and then 25, because it'd probably be 2025 before I could start a YouTube channel. I've been planning a wedding and launching a brand. It's a lot of stuff. So something like that. And then it looks like we've got some, like a regular sans serif font. I'm gonna ungroup this guy over here. This is actually a very nice font. Almari, it's good. We originally had it because it had like, I don't know what language that is, but it had like another language's characters, and we were lacking fonts that had characters, like the glyphs, to be able to do different languages. So that's why we add it. Let's see, added it, you know. It may take quite a bit of time, but I promise that I want to start a YouTube channel about design, my brand, and my life in general. You watch it? They're really pushing us to be like personalities, not just people that teach design. And so I'm just trying to be a personality. I'm trying to be personable. We're all friends. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah, I'm good with that. Boop. Yeah, that font may be a little shorter, and it also may just need to be spaced out some. Yeah. So we can select all 3 of those, line that up, group it, center, done. On to the 5th one. We're really moving along. This one, yeah, I'm gonna use this same font again, I think. Anybody ever sit crisscross in their office chair? I just like can't get comfortable. Yeah. copy this over, make it that nice white. I love this color. I want like literally this shirt. I'm pretty sure it's probably an LA Apparel shirt. Cold concept. And so what's giving it that more, I don't even know, like less intentional vibe is the letter spacing being squished together to where like the letters are like touching. Like it needs to have like almost like bad letter spacing. That's what makes it look like intentionally like bad/good. And then I think that's probably like an actual signature, but I can try to find something. That is a very nice font, actually. I can try to find something that is that like dainty. Whoa. We might have to squish something. Use a little distort on that joint, you know? No. I've also got the got the spacing like way squished right now. I need to space it out. Something like this probably can work. Negative, let's just do 0. I do like that a lot actually. And then I'm gonna put it on that angle, size it up. If you're asking what I would really do, because at this point you can't do 2 different transformations, I would come down to my layers panel, I would hide this, and then I would turn the background off, export just this. Although you can, I would export just this, but I would do it as an SVG so you don't lose pixels. So I would export that as an SVG, turn my background on. This, we can just hide it and then we can bring our text back, bring that SVG back in, and now I can do whatever I want with it. You know, so I can make it that like squished vibe. And maybe not like as tilted. That is pretty sick. Like I'm literally getting so many ideas for my own brand right now. It's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we need some more text. So I'm gonna do this. I've been using From Raleigh with Love a lot because we live in Raleigh, and I don't think there's like a lot of like well-known streetwear brands from Raleigh, and I'm trying to break that. Like I literally want to start multiple. I don't want to have just one. I want to have like 5, and I want to get them to the point where like other people can be involved. So we could do like, I'm adding more text, option 8 for that dot, or you could do option line. I'm gonna do option 8. And now we can size that down. I just needed more text so that it could fit that horizontal space. Really, if I had more time, I would do even more because it looks like it's more words than that. EST 2018, classic, EST, left justify, maybe bring that in. And then we're gonna copy and paste that, right justify, 2024. This probably needs a dot, doesn't it? Dot. And now I can grab both of these and align them like that. And they need to be way closer, something like that. You know, I could shrink the text boxes, but I'm being lazy. And then we just need a little line right there. Boop. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color of that. Just flying through this. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that in place. Hold option to size that from the center. Boom. Amazing. I'm gonna mess with this text just a little bit more. Maybe slant it slightly. Yeah. That looks great. We'll do something like that, make sure there's no weird gaps. And then there's just a little copyright symbol, which I'm not gonna deal with. And just center that up and boom. That one's actually very cool. I think that's my favorite one so far from this video. And this was a gift. This is just like a little gimme gift. Gimme Studios, very, very popular, well-known. Let's see. It almost looks like that color is this color. So I'm just gonna use that for my document colors. We're going another classic instrument, serif, and I'm gonna just do OT Studio, and we need to close that right here. Just plug in. And then arch, classic arch, maybe not as harsh. Make sure that's all centered up. And then it looks like we got a little globe down there. Yummy. Little custom globe. Let's just find a nice globe for this case. We can go that, and then we'll boop. Could even, no, because it adds it to the actual whole SVG. Do something like that, and then I might actually bring that down, get rid of that transformation, take the little OT. And then size this guy down. Boom, very cool. Like I said, please don't copy one for one, but this definitely does look cool. Cool, so we got the globe going, a little text, and now it looks like we've got some, maybe a serif plus a script and some serif stuff going on that I might spend a little less time on than that, but nonetheless, it'll look pretty great. And then we'll say, I'm just gonna say from Raleigh. Let's copy that down, and then with love. Ooh, I like that font a lot. I am going to add a slight stroke to this. Ooh, not that much, like that. And then this letter spacing. Pretty much all scripts, you're gonna wanna keep the spacing at 0 because they like connect together on purpose. Let's see, it looks like it has a slight arch, something like that. Boop, arch. Something like that, size that up. I like that. And then I'm gonna do the opposite angle, like that. And then we'll just do a repeat because I don't feel like dealing with coming up with other text. Something like that, very nice. And it looks unique, it looks handmade, it doesn't look digital. You can tell a human made it. Very, very good. Ooh, this needs to be not shift command, only command. These and these. I'm literally, okay, I'm bad at my job. Grab that stuff and go like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. Now we can literally, I'm telling you, I'm bad at my job. Drew's laughing at me. Struggling.
With what?
I was clicking all the wrong commands. So on to the next one. Man, the fatigue is starting to set in. But we're going to push through. We've done 6, and that was a lot, but we're gonna do 2 more because I put them in the project and I said that I was gonna do 8. If I said that I was gonna do 8 and I only do 6, that makes me a liar. So we are going to power through. Okay, color, boop. It's about now that I would want to go take a walk. Let's do a little luxurious script. And we'll do lacrosse. How do you spell lacrosse? Yes, it is. Just cuz, lacrosse. And a nice, more towards green. Yeah, like a nice luxurious green. The only thing that I don't love about luxurious script is that like the way that the letters tie together, it makes it feel like sometimes it's like a slight arch. It's very strange. Now we're gonna take this and do this slightly more digital looking font, and it looks like it's italic. So we're gonna do, yeah, just like that, size that down, all caps, social club, and that just needs to be spaced out a tad. And size that down. Looking nice, definitely not the same font. That one's a little more dainty. Right here, we're going to copy and paste this down and get rid of that italic. Raleigh, boop. Something flash over there? Spooky. It's about to be spooky season. It looks like it's slightly smaller. So I'm gonna do this and then slightly smaller again. Like we're just taking the same font and making it smaller multiple times. EST 2024, and then I'm gonna bump that font weight up because it's so small that it's gonna get lost, because you can see there it's embroidered and they're about the same weight. Even though the font is smaller, that means that they just took the smaller font and made it a heavier weight so that it would be the same like thickness so that they can embroider it. I'm gonna take this over here, Wake Forest, and close that line height, make it nice and close. And I'm gonna copy this over and do Raleigh, Durham. Cool. Now I just need a star. I'm gonna go to my elements panel in the abstract category, and my favorite star is this one right here, this mid-century star. Can make that the same nice, lovely, luxurious green color. We're just gonna size that down. Right here, right here. Cool. Design is not hard as long as you choose good fonts. Group all of that, center it up, and it needs to be slightly left of center because the ligature of the L forces everything to the right. So you need to make sure that you're really centering it off of like this bottom line right here. As long as this bottom line and the social club are centered, you need to center it off the bottom line. And then this can be like a slight offshoot, something like that. Kind of got to eyeball it a little bit. Now this, Looks like rubato, maybe slightly rounded. It does look like a puff print, so that kind of like is not really something that you can like recreate flat design, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna take this color dropper, get that nice kind of peach color, and we're gonna do Raleigh Durham. That's just like an abbreviation, and the further abbreviation is RD. But I'm going to take this shading option. I do this all the time, it's nothing new. Take that offset down and just beef that up a little bit so it kind of helps achieve that kind of bloated look. And then I'm gonna force those letters closer to each other so they start to bleed in on each other a little bit, maybe a little more. Yeah, something like that. And it looks like we've got a little serif font, sans serif, sans serif, sans serif script. So let's do, I'm gonna use instrument serif. It's definitely not the same font that's being used there, but I'm going to use instrument serif. And I'm gonna do Club 1999 because that's the year I was born. And then I'm gonna grab this nice font over here, size that down. I'm gonna just take text from one of my other designs, never wanted to leave the, we need to do that on its own text line. I'll show you why in a second. I never wanted to leave the, so we can force it over like this. And then this lovely font right here, I'm gonna grab that. Change that to white. Whoa, that's all caps. 90s. And then let's make sure that shading matches, so I don't get any weird stroke stuff. Whoa, what am I doing? Yeah, arch curve right here. That's where I'm going. No weird gaps. I like something like that. Looks definitive. So yeah, that's how I would design that. And I'm gonna bring that in and back over so that I can properly justify all of this. Group, center, center, done. Ah, it feels like a sprint all the time. I feel like I never give myself enough time to actually like design and like not worry about time. Well, there you go. That's 8 more designs. Take elements of these, don't copy them one for one. Take some of the fonts, the colors, maybe some of the layouts and styles and implement them into your own work. Comment down below 1 through 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one of these are your 2 favorites? Tell me number whatever and number whatever. And if you want to go the extra mile, tell me why you like them. 1 through 8, pick 2, tell me why in the comments, and also let me know if you love these style of videos, if you want more videos like this, if this typography based stuff is very helpful. People struggle with fonts and typography all the time. So we're definitely lining up more content just like this. While you're down there commenting, you might as well use even less effort to hit that like button. If you're already exerting the effort to comment, you might as well like. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. Like I said, more content just like this is coming down the pipeline. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.